Welcome back to our Jewellery CAD design course. Today we are going to explore the Rhino interface. Essentially, we are learning the dashboard of your digital jewelry workshop. Understanding Rhino's interface is like getting to know your workbench before creating beautiful pieces. Just as you would want to know where your pliers, files, and gemstones are in a physical workshop. Knowing where to find tools in Rhino will make your design process much smoother. Don't worry about memorizing everything today. We will revisit these elements as we use them throughout the course. Think of this as a guide tour for your new digital workspace. Let's dive in. Looking at Rhino for the first time might feel a bit overwhelming with all its buttons and panels, but I promise it will become second nature before you know it. Let's break down the main component of the interface. At the very top of your screen, you will see the title bar. This displays your current model's file name and size. It's a handy way to keep track of which design you are working on, especially when you are juggling multiple projects. Just below the title bar is the menu bar with options like File, Edit, View, Curve, and so on. This is similar to what you would find in other programs. The menu bar organizes Rhino's commands by function, and you will find that most commonly used command can be accessed from here. For jewelry designers, you will soon discover the curve and surface menus are particularly useful as they contain tools for creating and modifying the elegant lines and forms needed in jewelry design. Below the menu bar is the command window, which is absolutely essential in Rhino. Think of this as your conversation area with the software. The command window has two parts. The command line history, showing what you have done previously, and the command line prompt where you type instruction. Here is a really helpful tip. As you start typing command, Rhino uses a fuzzy autocomplete to guess what you are looking for. For example, if you type CI, it will suggest circle since that's commonly used. This feature is brilliant when you are in the flow of designing and don't want to break your creative momentum. You can also right click in this area to repeat recently used commands, handy when you are creating repetitive elements in your jewelry design. Moving down, we have toolbar container with tabs for different toolsets. Each tab gives you access to related tools, similar to having different trays of tools on your workbench. Many icons here have secondary functions accessible by right clicking. When you hover over any icon, a tooltip appears showing what the left and right mouse button will do. These toolbars will become your go-to shortcuts as you become more familiar with Rhino. On the left side of your screen is the sidebar. What's clever about this area is that it changes based on which toolbar tab is active. So if you click on the Curve Tools tab, you will see curve specific tools appear here. For jewelry design, this ability is brilliant as it gives you quick access to the precise tools you need for a specific task, whether you are creating a smooth band or intricate pendant design. The Osnap panel, which you can see on the left side of your screen, contains object snap toggles. Osnap stands for Object Snap. Think of it as a magnetic assistant that helps your cursor precisely attach to a specific point of your object. For jewelry designers, this feature is invaluable when you need to ensure perfect connection between elements or precise gemstone placement. We will dive deeper into how to use those snaps in the future lesson, but know that they are essential for precision work. On the right side of the screen, you will find the right container with various panels for quick access to options and properties. Currently, it's showing viewport properties since we don't have any objects selected. This area will display different information depending on what you are working on. When you select a gemstone or ring band you will create, this will show you its properties and allow you to make precise adjustment. The center of your screen is the viewport area. This is your primary workspace where you'll see and interact with your 3D models. By default, Rhino displays four viewports showing your model from different angles: top, front, right, and a perspective view. Each viewport has a title in the upper left corner. You can click on this title to activate a particular viewport, double click to maximize it, or right click for more options. For jewelry design, having multiple views is incredibly useful as you can simultaneously see your piece from different angles, essential when designing three-dimensional objects like rings or pendants. Finally, at the bottom of your screen is the status bar, which shows useful information about coordinates, setting, and various toggles. Here you will find several important controls. The grid snap toggle, which helps objects align to the grid points. Ortho toggle, which constrains movement to 90 degrees angles, useful when you want perfectly straight lines. The Osnap toggle, which we mentioned earlier, Track Smart, Gumball, and other tools that we'll explore in the future lessons. These toggles are like having different measurements and alignment tools at your fingerprints, helping you create jewelry design with perfect symmetry and precision. And there we have it, a tour of Rhino's user interface. Remember, becoming comfortable with this interface is your first step toward creating stunning jewelry designs. Don't worry if it seems like a lot to take in right now. As we progress through the course and start creating actual models, you will naturally become familiar with where everything is. In our next session, we will learn how to navigate in the viewports, essentially how to move around your digital workspace to view your jewelry designs from all angles. This will be an essential skill before we begin creating our first object. Before our next session, I encourage you to spend some time just exploring the Rhino interface. Try clicking on different buttons to see what happens and don't worry about making mistakes. That's part of the learning process. See you in the next video.